I just wanted to let you know that it's recording.
Okay. Alright. What is up, guys? It's Poetic Poison here with your co-host, the bitch, the one, the only.
What?
CRPHD.
When I said in intro, I didn't know you was just go dog me out like that, but bitch, fuck you too. Thanks for having me, I guess. I don't know. This is what this is your first podcast, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
You know, I know you've been getting into photography, a little bit of videography, or a lot of videography actually.
Yeah.
And you know,
Been dabbling in.
and now here you are in the podcast world with audio.
I don't know, man. It feels weird.
Why'd you say that?
Like just years ago, in my notebook, I would just write random shit like this down, thinking that it wouldn't go anywhere. And now here we are.
Fair enough.
With the equipment and everything.
Fair enough. You got a good ass point. Okay, so originally, you know, as we were just kind of brainstorming, you know, deciding what this first podcast was going to be about, we just both agreed that we were just going to see where it would take us, right?
Right.
So let's just throw a fun little topic out there. You mentioned high school. Now, I can't be as honest as I would like to be on this subject in particular, but since you said it earlier, you know, I just felt like I just felt like it stick. I feel like there's a lot of different ways that we can go from it. So, what was one of your most memorable moments from high school? Memorable in any type of fashion. It can be like a stupid, a stupid time, a fun time. It can be anything in particular that pertains to your high school experience.
I mean, there were a lot of fucking sore thumb moments, if you will, but...
Elaborate. Did it happen at like a party, in class with like any teacher?
But there were too many. Like, I can't like narrow it down to one thing. Like, I did a lot of stupid shit.
Okay.
When we were in high school.
Well, it's high school. I think everybody does pretty dumb things, you know, here and there. So.
Wait, what was the question? Repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
Just you can just give me any moment and point in time in your high school experience, whether it was like, you know, a fun moment that you want to elaborate on, you know, something dumb that you would want to share with the audience that, you know, like, and kind of explain what you did wrong, and, you know, trying to give them a heads up. It can be anything. It can be about a fine teacher. It can be it can be about any coach, anything.
Man,
just elaborate.
Let's not go to the teachers, man.
Why not?
No, I'm playing. On a real note, though, probably, I think out of everything you just said, that something that I did wrong definitely was probably getting into a relationship like really early on.
Okay.
I guess like a serious one.
Yeah.
Because they definitely work out for different people, but me especially, I don't think I was, I don't know, probably mature enough for the situation.
Me as your best friend, I feel like you've always been a pretty mature dude. I just think, you know, I don't think it was more so you rather than it was more so whoever else that you were with, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because y'all, my man, he been working at water. He's done it all from high school, helping watch his little sister, helping paying the bills. So, you know, I think you were pretty responsible. I just think, you know, everyone else wasn't, you know, on that same level. You feel me?
Well, I guess.
Especially the females in high school. You know how they be.
Yeah.
You know how they be, man.
Well, not all of them, because some of them surprisingly were more on their shit than I was, which really shocked me. But
True.
I don't know, but with that situation, it was like, yeah, I see where you were coming from, but with me, like, even though I was mature in some ways, like, I could have been more, I guess, more well-rounded, but I'm definitely not putting, like, the entire, let me say, situation on me.
Understandably.
On me, I'm just acknowledging both perspectives, if you will. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, yeah, on both of our sides, I think we were both, ultimately, it just chalked up to us being too fucking young.
Okay.
Or not even too young, because, you know, like you and your girlfriend, you know, was it 4 years strong?
Almost 4 years. Almost.
So, I mean, yeah, it works out for some people, but with me and her, our mindsets at the time, we definitely probably should have just stayed friends and just stuck it out.
Fair enough. So, that's your advice, kind of. Is that kind of like your advice? Just chop. Okay, maybe not advice, but that's just kind of your experience.
Yeah, definitely my experience and my perspective on it. Because, like I said, you could be, or anyone could be ready for it, but maybe I was ready for it. But and if you know, you know.
You were ready.
If you know, you know.
I think you were ready. I'm just saying. I personally think that, and I know you're over there laughing, but I think you was ready. I think you had everything still. I mean, you've always been in the right mindset.
I mean, but you would think that, right? Because, like...
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. I'm just saying.
You remember that like... Whenever we first met, one of our first conversations was how much admiration you had for our relationship, which I agreed with, because on the outside looking in, it was fucking amazing, right?
For real.
Like the way, like, we really played it off.
For real, because I was walking around looking like I told, bro. I'm not sure if you remember, but. I ain't even gonna dive into that. That's that's a story for a different time. But yes, I definitely on the outside looking in, especially just getting to know you. I was like, damn, you know, he on his shit. You know, at the time she's on her shit. Keyword at the time. And, you know, like, you know, me, I'm single. I ain't really too worried about females. But I'm like, you know, it'd be nice, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, like, that's cool. That's cool. They got it going on. Like, that's what I'm trying to have, you feel me? So, you know, but like you said.
But then on the other hand,
yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm not gonna dog it out or because of what happened or everything that fucking happened.
Yeah.
Like, degrade the relationship. Like, the relationship was solid, but like I said, just going back to myself, there were certain things I didn't have down. Like, for one thing, we were in wrestling, especially.
Oh, shit.
One of the hardest fucking sports
of all time.
And that was something I was genuinely, at the time, trying to be good at. And unfortunately, I couldn't hang with, or I could hang with some of the best of them, but I couldn't crack that starting lineup, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think part of that reason was because I was so focused on a relationship rather than myself. Like, I put that first over, you know, my ultimate satisfaction, which was, you know, actually being on the starting lineup, not varsity 2.
Yeah, I got you.
But the starting lineup, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
and
course.
Like, now looking back on it, I just wish I would have prioritized those things more than that.
That is a really, really good point. And that kind of, that's kind of what I wanted to kind of drift into as well. Just kind of focus, just putting your making sure your priorities are straight. You know, I feel like when you go from middle school to high school, you know, that transition period, you're trying to force a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things you don't even need to be forcing. Trying to get a girlfriend, all this extra stuff, bro. Like, I promise you, if you are like in that transition period, or shoots even now, because we are going with, I'm done with my first year of college. It's like from going from middle school to high school, that what is it, from 8th grade to 9th grade?
Yeah.
That jump is like 9-day difference, and then going from being a senior in high school to a freshman in college, that's like a 9-day different jump. I mean, granted, there are some similarities, but just making sure your priorities are straight, not forcing anything, letting everything just kind of fall naturally.
I would say that's where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
My advice for anyone that's in a relationship or trying to get into one is always keep your eye on the prize. Like, always have your goal, your ultimate thing over any relationship or the person that you're dating.
A blessing or a lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I feel like, if a girl can't respect that, or if a guy can't respect that, vice versa, whatever, then it wasn't, what's the saying? It's like, it wasn't meant to be.
Right.
Exactly. You gotta learn to respect, goals that your partner has said and they want to try and achieve. You can't get in the way of that, especially in high school, bro.
And
especially not in high school, like.
And if they do, that's how like, it's really not it.
Exactly.
And I don't know. I guess that's where I went wrong. Another thing in my relationship, like, as soon as I saw that, I should have been like, I'm good. But I just kept pushing because I had that idea of, it's a relationship, I have to see it through, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. But in the end, I should have had, my best interest.
What was in the best interest for you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you. Well, this then drifted off somewhere else. Over here sounding like a relationship. What's like relationship shows?
Oh damn! I didn't mean for it to sound like that, but it's like, I don't know. It's like just looking at like.
But it's all part of high school, so I'm all good with it, because it be like this.
But not even with just high school, just even now, people will be grown with like high school relationship tendencies.
Nah. One more time for the people in the back.
Like,
one more time for the people in the back.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Hook up after the first couple of dates.
Yeah.
Get super connected within a couple of months.
Yeah.
Not really knowing the person, and then before you know it, you're in a relationship with someone you don't even know like that.
Exactly. Someone that don't care about you on top of that.
Exactly.
They just there for the dick.
Whatever.
That duh. Or that, or just, the females have a hoo-ha.
Please stop.
The cool shit.
Oh my God. Please.
Oh man. But
Definitely getting edited.
no, the fuck is done. Okay, let's move on to something else. We did touched up on the. We did already started off all sweet on the relationship advice. Very important, because I feel like that's a
That's a good message, honestly.
No. I just feel like genuinely, like, that's what a lot of people going into high school are too focused on. Sex, getting a relationship, pimping, having hoes. Like,
And I'm guilty.
you is not that cool, nigga. You is not that cool, bro. Keeping it a buck, ain't nobody gonna care about you after you graduate like that. Oh God, I promise.
Like,
I promise nobody's gonna care about you like that. Besides your family and your small group of homies that you done made, but man, them bitches come and go.
on 10.
on 20. But yeah. So let's transition. What else should we talk about? What's another key aspect of high school besides, the whole relationship swing of things?
Shit, friendships.
That's too close to a relationship.
Is it?
You know how high school be the friends with benefits.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you got any like wild high school party stories, anything like that? Okay, just a little flashback. Me personally, I've never. Okay, I'm not gonna say never. I didn't go to any high school parties whatsoever. I don't count birthday parties.
Do you count a senior year party?
Hold on, you didn't let me get there down. Okay, let me correct myself. I didn't go to any high school parties except for the last one of senior year that one of my other best friends.
Mace Dog.
Mace Dog. Okay, I didn't know if he was gonna say it. I didn't know if he was gonna put it out there, but yeah, Mace Dog, Mason Arsenal. That was the only party I've ever went to as far as my whole high school swing of things. College is a little bit different. I try and be a little bit more active in that sense, but yeah, not really much of a party person like that. Even still to this very day, like I said, didn't go to really any high school parties. Birthday parties don't count, like I said. But what about you? I know you was.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a party person, but
you can party.
Yeah. I would say I definitely have like an equal balance. Like I'm definitely won't go out every night. Hell no. Like I like my space.
Yeah, for sure.
But when I'm in the mood, like you see me, like I can definitely cut back.
Yeah. Okay.
But as far as stories, I would think, as far as the ones that stood out, probably the first party I ever went to, it was one that Antonio took us to. Antonio, man. Oh.
Us?
No, we know Antonio. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he took both of us. I was like, oh, I don't remember that party. I'm about to say, I don't remember.
This was like maybe a couple of weeks before me and you started becoming friends.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And yeah, he was like, hey man, come over and spend the night. I got something for us to do. And I had told him, like, I haven't been to a party like that. I was a freshman, so I obviously...
You didn't have that experience. Yep.
And I was like, all right. So my dumb ass lied to my mom and was like, hey,
Shit, she outside. Can she hear that?
I don't think so.
Beat. She gonna get the what you say, Billy? But go ahead.
Oh, but yeah. I just, after I told her I was spending the night at Antonio's, pretty much just went over there. I think we had a few drinks, sat back for a little bit, and then it was time to go to, I believe his name was Gucci.
I think I remember this story. His name was Gucci. You told me. Yeah, I remember Gucci.
Yeah. And we were going over to his house or his apartment because I guess it was an open house party because he had just got approved for the apartment or some shit. I was like, that's some shit to do, right? Yeah. Just to get it approved for an apartment, like throw a fucking house party. Yeah.
Just to fuck it up.
Pretty much, that's exactly what we did. So
high school.
First, it was me and Antonio get there. We were the first to get there, and we were just talking to Gucci, helping him set up some things. And I think there was Edgar, Lily, Sean didn't come, unfortunately, and. Everything's good. We're all just vibing, having a good time. Oh, Cameron Farrell came. He slid through. Yeah. He was there. Hella fucked up.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Roll through. Fucked up. Off that gas.
That's my homie, though.
Yeah, cool. That's my boy.
And, everything's just going good.
Yeah.
And, I'm pretty much, I can feel like I'm at my limit. Like, I'm slowing down, like, it's hella slow.
Yeah.
and Antonio was like, shots, and I'm like,
Oh
fuck.
shit.
And like shots with Antonio and Gucci, like
Antonio don't play. That boy down them hoes.
so we were just taking back-to-back shots, and then finally I just sat down and laid there and slumped this, and I pulled out my phone and actually FaceTimed our friend at the time.
Who?
Jasmine Meredith from
Jazzy.
Yeah, Jazzy.
Oh, okay.
And I was like drunk as fuck on the phone with her. She was like, "Are you okay?" And like she just stayed on the phone with me laughing, of course. And after that, I think I drank some more. This is a blur. To this day, I really don't remember everything that happened that night.
Okay.
But after I got off the phone with her, I remember we drank again. And then flash forward, I was outside, like walking. I think I was walking I went outside because my mom was calling me actually, and I got scared as fuck. Because I'm in high school, so if you don't answer that first call, boy, it's hell.
When she see you.
So I answer the phone. I'm using all the fucking concentration in human existence to be like. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, we just took a nap. I'm good." And she was like, "Oh, well, I was just calling to check up on you, but, you have fun." And I was like, all right. Get off the phone with her, and at this point, like, the liquor's hitting me in waves because we took shots. And I FaceTimed one more person, and it was Jaden McQueen.
Ooh. Jaden.
And
Miss McQueen. But yeah, go ahead. we might have to Latin now.
No, Jada McQueen is my homie. Straight up, the G from middle school. Always took care of each other. But I FaceTimed her drunk like this. Like I think this was the last wave. I was delirious, and she picked me up actually. Oh fuck! No, actually, she was on her way back from Bible study.
Yeah. Don't bring Jesus into it. Don't bring Jesus.
With John Lamb and his family.
Bro, what time is Bible study going on there?
I really don't know. Like, this was pretty late. Like,
it wasn't no Bible study.
No, it was, because her mom,
okay.
brothers, John Lamb was all dressed up, and they were coming back from Bible study or dinner or something. And, they picked me up, and they're like, "Oh, are you good?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. And they dropped us off at Jaden's house.
Yeah. And
I think I just passed out in her bed for like 15-ish minutes. And then her dad walks in.
Shit. About to get your ass whooped, boy.
Or the baby's 15 minutes. I don't know. Time's all messed up. And my drunk ass, like, I'm pretty sure I tried explaining myself. Like,
I'm more than positive you did.
But by the end of, like, by the end of it, Jaden was like, she just busted out laughing, and she was like, pretty much he means like no harm, I guess, and all this other shit.
Bro, hold on.
And then he was like, "But you're gonna have to get out this bed."
As he rightfully should.
I said, yes, he should, right?
I'm like, okay, hold on. Like, okay, first off, just imagine you a father. Let's just really sit back for a moment. Let's just imagine you're a father.
I was so, like, the principles were not in my head at this point.
Yeah, okay.
So
ain't none in your head.
I just laid, and dude, like, that bed was comfortable as fuck.
You ain't say that to the father though, right? No, but hold on. It's already it's gotta be late as hell.
It's like 2 a.m.
Okay, so just to add gasoline to the fire, it's 2 a.m. You got a black
because Jaden's
male.
white. If you will,
you got a black drunk male in your daughter's bed at 2 in the morning.
What?
Oh shit! You lucky you didn't get shot.
Well, to be fair, this was before puberty hit, so I was visibly like, you know what I mean, like,
bro. You've been looking like a grown ass man since like freshman year.
This was before puberty.
Bro had gray hairs since like sophomore years in his head, looking like he done got 4 baby mamas, 6 badass little kids. Like, bro, what you talking about?
I do not.
What you talking about, bro?
I do not look that old.
Even if you was, let's say I was a father and I saw yo gray haired ass in the bed with my daughter at 2 in the morning, drunk. Ah, hell nah, brother. You getting your ass beat. Especially in a black household, you know that.
It was actually by the grace of God that Jaden had told me that the reason he was so lighthearted in the situation is because he himself was in it.
Oh, really?
So
he understood.
So it was crazy. It was crazy. Because I think if it wouldn't have went any other way, I would have gotten my ass beat.
Oh, yeah. 9 times out of 10. Yeah.
But apparently the way that I worded, like, it reminded him exactly of himself at some point. So he was like, fuck it.
That was a very generous
and from
father.
that point on, my bad. After that, Jaden tried to make me breakfast. She somehow burnt the toast. She was making toast and burnt it. Or maybe, I don't know, burnt toast is like
maybe in a toaster?
I don't know.
I don't know how you fuck up.
I still ate it
toast,
because I was drunk.
Ew.
I was drunk. Like, the shit, anything tastes good with orange juice.
I guess you got a point. That's nasty. Jaden, I hope you know how to cook some toast now, bruh.
I hope.
She go beat my ass. She go, oh, you talking shit?
No, for real. Jaden don't fucking play.
Well, is there any more to that story?
I mean, not after that. That just really solidified Jaden as definitely top 5 friend. One of the OG homies. Like, when I first moved back to Austin, period, she was one of the first people besides Arion actually to make me her friend. And from there, shit, she just kept going. Being a G.
That is what's up. Bro, how long have we been recording for? I lost track of time.
About, what does that say, like 38 minutes on the bottom right.
Wow. So before we even press record, we were just trying to, aim at a time that we would kind of want to finish it, and we
did pretty good.
We getting pretty close to that time. I think since this was kind of just a whole bunch of I'm trying to think of the right word to call it, because it was definitely related to high school. I'm just thinking of a title for what you name this podcast.
What's part of Jamel's high school experience?
I was just thinking, because it just popped up in my head just now, and I just want to say it before I forget. High school advice nobody asked for. Or it can be high school / relationship advice nobody asked for. Whichever way you can flip it, but nobody asked for it.
Very true.
So, I don't know. It's kind of up to you. This is your first episode, so I'm just...
That's a pretty good episode in my opinion. Came out pretty good.
You ready to call it a wraps?
I mean, for a first episode, yeah, man. We still got, I would say, a couple more to go.
Shit, you right. Well, I would say the outro, but this is yours. So you got anything you want to say to the viewers? You want to close out on?
Appreciate you guys if you stayed for this long. Follow me on social media at Poetic Poison 26, and of course, and always CRPHD Charles.
At CRPHD Charles. Yes, sir. And you can follow me on YouTube too. I make technology videos.
No, you ain't got to.
Fire ass technology videos. I'm almost at 1 million views total, man.
Well, I guess.
Get me to 1 million views.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for having me, my boy. It was a pleasure. Definitely about to run some more of these up in a little bit, and y'all stay safe out there.
Peace.
Wait to watch. I didn't press record. I was fucking with you. I got him.
Nigga, I thought you would think it over.